Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spa. The 4.3 mile circuit with 19 turns, 3 massive sectors around here. You've got 2 DRS points, you've got 1 on the main straight after Radion and 1 at the back. Massive elevation changes as you go through the bottom of Eau Rouge and up Radion and back down the track in the final sector. Ben, are you looking forward to this evening?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic track. Good evening, everyone, as well. Yeah, great track, great corners. It's a traditional circuit, produces lots of great overtaking. Yeah, the first lap is always exciting. Normally see someone go off at the top of Radion when they get a bit of a tank slapper on. So I do expect to see an early safety car.
Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. So we do have this evening, obviously, the tyre choice that the drivers have to start with. We've got the soft, the medium and the hard compound tyre. I believe most of them will probably try to start on the medium tyre this evening. It's only 6/10 off the soft tyre, and obviously the hard is 1.2 off. Dan Murphy leads the championship at the minute on 138 points, Jonathan Cox on 111. FTH on 110, Kyle Eagle Hunter on 105, who isn't actually with us this evening, and GFO Leclerc on 96. I'm looking forward to tonight's race, Ben. I think it's going to be a cracking one.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Should be a fairly slam dunk one-stopper, but the safety car may have something different.
Yeah, I was going to say
on the cards for us.
Eau Rouge is always an interesting corner around here. It can cause a lot of casualties from what we've seen in the past.
But yeah, it should be a fairly basic one-stop, and if safety car permits, convert to a two-stop. So as we wait for everyone to pick their setups, their strategy, I will quickly run through the grid. So starting off in first place for us is Sergeant Bowie, second place is Cairo, third place Jack, Bob starting in fourth, Total P starting in fifth, Tiach in P6, Samuel in P7, Original Civvy in P8, Toon, who has been starting on pole in this event for quite a number of weeks. It's felt like starting in P9, LP in P10, Bagos in P11, Maverick in P12, GFO Seb P13, Indigo P14, Owen in P15, GFO Leclerc in P16, Stinson P17, FTH P18, Jonathan P19, and Dab Murphy in P20, as the cars are just leaving the grid now
and see what tyres people have gone with them. So Sergeant Bowie has gone for the soft tyre, Cairo's gone medium, Jack has gone for the soft, Bop has gone soft, medium. So no one's gone hard. A few guys, the guys at the back have gone for the medium tyre, which doesn't surprise me too much at all, really.
I was going to say, it seems like a field of two separate strategies. You've got the front half all going softs, going to go for a very quick first stint. And you've got the second half extending the first stint, and they want the softs for the second stint to go and get some overtaking done.
So we'll stay on board with Sergeant Bowie, who is making his debut tonight with us in the Toro Rosso car. So we'll see what to expect in the airs. Obviously starting on pole position if he's one of the quick guys. Be interesting to see if he can get his first win this evening on his debut. We've also got Cairo behind him, Jack, Bop, Total P's all making their debut, so it should be exciting to see what they can do. Ben, I know you enjoy this track to a degree.
No, I was going to say to a degree.
Well, yeah. I'd never turn around and say it's a track you adore, don't I?
No, I was going to say I'm not fantastic. I was going to say I'm not fantastic.
Would you say you are?
I'd give it a go. Definitely one or two.
It's very polite.
I'd give some of the boys at the back of this grid a good run for the money around some of the tracks. Yeah, it's a great track, nice and flowing. Some very long straights to get a decent slipstream and get the move done. And the best bit about this track, it's got some corner names.
Ah, your favourites. I know that's the part you enjoy the most, is giving out a corner name.
Yeah, so instead of talking about turn 1, I'm going to be talking about La Source. I'm going to be talking about Eau Rouge Radion, the Camel Straight, Le Combe. You know, the corner of no name. You know,
The iconic one that doesn't have a name but does end up having a name. So at the back of the grid, we've got Daniel Murphy, the championship leader. We'll be hoping for better fortunes than he had in his race last night, because that was a bit of a debacle for him, bless him. For those who haven't seen it, it is on both YouTube and Facebook for Monday Night Racing.
No spoilers, but what a shock.
Yeah, it was a very, very good race to watch though, but the cars are starting to line up on the grid, so we'll get ourselves in a nice position to watch the cars launch from the grid. Ben, as always, I'm sure will jump into a back of the field car.
Here we go. Calm before the storm.
I'm going to say I can see Jonathan pull into hit grid slot, which means Dan Murphy's just pulled into his as we wait for the lights to go out and for the drivers to put their foots down and get underway. We've got a yellow flag for some reason. The lights have gone out on our screen. Don't know if they have for the drivers. Sure, they'll get going at some point, hopefully. There we go. So they are finally away. Good start there from Sergeant Bowie. And also a good start from the Haas that is in P2 on those medium tyres. Total P's is already up 2 positions. We've got cars off already on the track too.
Oh, we've got Samuel driving into...
wow, what has happened sideways. At the back? So GFO are closed and Samuel is down 10 positions.
Safety car on the first lap.
Yeah, Total P's. We'll quickly... one quick word about him. Debuted on this evening. And he is tuned retired from the session. Not something we'd like to see. And that looks like it's happened at the bottom of the route.
Yeah, halfway up the hill.
Yeah, up 3 positions. We've got Total P's. Great job from him. A few of the other big gainers. We've got Bagos in the Force. Not the Force India. The Racing Point, sorry.
I was going to say, let's get it right. Come on.
Ah, sorry, years of...
So, yeah, let's talk about turn 1. From my perspective, I elected to go on board with a young person, and 4 cars abreast into La Source do not go, and something gave, and that was a couple of cars and a couple of wings to go with it. So just having a look if there's some wing damage. So GFO Leclerc at the back has wing damage. Samuel has wing damage. I saw him driving to a Tiach who was sideways.
Yeah, there's a Red Bull. Samuel, he's
Yeah. He's got wing damage. Just checking the cars just to give people a run through.
So we'll have a few guys boxing this lap, so we'll have Bert for the full next lap. I think we should get underway the end of lap 2, hopefully. The safety car coming in. Indigo down the order.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what happened.
I was going to say he seems to have gone really, really slow. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I imagine we're going to get a couple of people diving for a pit stop now. Don't think I would necessarily take one, to be fair, with safety car on lap 1. I don't think there's much to be gained, apart from losing track position. We've got a couple of cars in, so we got a car in.
What happened to Indigo there? Sorry, just as he was coming into the pits, he's taken some front wing damage coming into the pits.
It's a fairly tight.
Yeah, it's an interesting pit lane to come into, not one I particularly enjoy.
So we've got a lot of boys coming in now for pit stops, taking on new front wings.
Oh, Samuel was waiting.
Sets of tyres. It's not a bad time to be fair. They are under safety car.
Yeah, I know, but it'll drop a few positions, I'm sure, to the other guys. He wasn't down and dead last, but he will be now as they all come out the pits. FTH just getting himself sorted. He's away. Samuel's still getting a wing fitted to his car, so a very, very long pit stop for Sam. So the other guys are driving out the end of the pit lane. Samuel on his way out. Dan Murphy, a lot of positions gained for him.
Yeah, fantastic. As we always say.
And John O as well, to be fair, he's come through with him. He's actually, Dan Murphy has got past him. Stinson as well has lost a position of a few to Dan. So, all in all, you got some of the quick guys that are already towards the front. GFO, Seb, TNR, with a few unknowns at the front in Jack, Total P's and Sergeant Bowie.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's worked out well for the boys that were on mediums out of the back. Into, Dan Murphy gaining 12 positions, Stinson gaining 8, Jono gaining 9, TNR gaining 9 places as well. But it's worked out well for the championship leaders.
Can I say,
they've gained quite a few positions already now.
Not bad at all.
Do a couple more overtakes, they'll be hoping to get to the front, control this race.
So I think if Samuel, how quick is he pushing at the back? Hopefully, yeah, he's pushing. We'll get underway again shortly. He did get his front wing replaced, just want to check that. I thought I saw it, but yeah. Yeah, Sam's on the back of this queue, so I think we should get going at the end of lap 2. For lap 3, obviously 22 laps here, it's a very, very long track. The undercut is very powerful around here, it would be safe to say.
Yeah, it's fairly handy, especially at the length of the lap as well, and the traction zones involved.
I'm going to say ERS as well, massive around here to look after it, because if you run out, it's very, very high speed track. So you want to be running an ERS as much as possible, but at the same time not wasting it and putting it into things like overtake, when really you don't need those few miles per hour. So the safety car's staying out for another lap. I thought we'd be getting underway.
Bert needs to earn his money for the day.
I think he's earned it the past few weeks, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's been very busy, safety car. So over 10% of this race completed. It's all been safety. Got a car in the box.
Good, so we got around turn 1 before we saw him, but after that, obviously losing Toon and Tiach, disappointing for Toon, I'm sure.
Bob taking on a new front wing and some medium soft tyres. Go with it. Safety car should be in this lap. I'll be surprised.
Gonna say you should catch up. Ben, not sure if you're aware, your mic keeps doing the dropping out business.
Well, yeah.
As Bob's crossed the pit lane now, as we were on board of him, and has got a 5-second penalty for his troubles. Not great stuff from him there. So he's powering down the Camel Straight to catch up to the back of the pack. Down 14 positions. He was involved in lap 1, I believe, Ben. Whereas I believe Ben may be sorting out some headphone issues that he's having.
Nah, we'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that.
So Bob has
That's the best we're going to get.
With the back of the field. Let's go back on board with Sergeant Bowie. Well, at least he can say, you know, he's led every lap he's raced so far with us.
I was going to say, quite an impressive record.
Yeah, it's one I wish I had.
So what interests me is how punchy some of these guys are going to be. You know, I think we've got a great race on our hands. We've got TNR, we've got Seb, we've got Dan, we've got Stinson, we've got Jono, all together, all on the same piece of track. All going to be battling each other.
Those guys always give us very interesting battles as well.
And they're all in the title fight as well. We've got 4 races after this one, I believe.
I believe you're correct.
So
Safety car is in this lap.
So it's all to play for. And they are all very much in this title fight.
See how
so who's going to be brave?
Sergeant Bowie wants to push behind the safety car. Or wants to leave a bit of a gap for it and power himself out of the bus stop chicane. Even though it's not called that anymore, it's what I will continue to call it.
No, fair enough.
I mean, I feel like...
I'll give you that. You know, history.
Yeah. So, as we're coming down the back part of the track now, ready to go underway, the safety car's coming in. It looks like Jack has already... Not Jack, sorry, Sergeant Bowie's already gone.
So as he launches the car now, they've got a decent gap from Jack in P3 already.
Still on board with Total Peace though, because I believe we're about to see the power of the slipstream around this track.
I was going to say, if you can just keep fairly close to the Kemmel Straight, it will put you in a very good position. But Bowie had a great bit of traction. He's lost the rear. Yeah. He's lost the rear.
Whoa! Is he? Is his car still alive?
It is.
It is. It
he's
has
lost a
lot of his front wing now.
Yeah, that car will be coming in for a box.
Whoa! As Leclerc gets damaged there as well on the straight, so I don't know what's just happened to him. He's now missing part of his end plate. Wow.
Did he look to have hit anyone? Or?
I think he may have had contact with LP, but I don't know what happened. I'll see if LP's got any damage. He looks like he's got all of his front wing on the car. I've not seen anything else. Going very wide through here as we come up towards No Name. He's got pyro. all over.
TNR has done a couple of moves.
Oh,
He's got
GFO
past
is
Jack.
with Dan. These two going wheel to wheel. Stinson and Dan battling behind as well. And then up the inside comes Jono. We've seen how late Jono can be.
I was going to say, Jono was very brave on the brakes last night. He's got Stinson who's just gone straight around the outside of him.
Yeah, I'm not surprised Jono backed out of that. I think I'd have been doing the same thing. Jono's losing touch with the guys ahead of him quite rapidly, actually, given the fact it's just straight. He must have got a really poor exit out of that corner.
So that final corner is so clumsy.
On board with Stinson, who's all over the back of Dan. Just in front of them, you've got Jack.
So we've got Jack.
Indigo's just gone up the inside of Jono as well. So
Jono's losing positions. So at the end of that lap, Bowie and Leclerc in the box. This battle's so tight.
Whoa! What was that? Jono's retired. What's just happened there? Wow.
It looked like Jack was losing the rear up the top of the hill.
Yeah, we do have another safety car. Wow. That's why you don't go side by side.
I was going to say, I think they were going two abreast through a Rouge Radion. Jack lost it, got a tank slapper.
Jack's missing, well, the whole wing. I was about to say a bit of it by the look of things, but that's the whole wing missing from him.
Yeah, and I think Jono got caught up in it.
Yeah,
lost
I think
the rear
Dan
right.
got caught up in it as well. I'm just going to check to see if he's got any damage. It looks like he's, from what I've just seen, yeah, he's missing his left-hand side end plates.
No, he's got a lot
of his elements.
Yeah. That car's going to have to peel in. How unlucky for Jono.
Yeah.
He was 27 points off the championship as it stood this evening.
Stinson got damage? No, Stinson's okay. I know he was around there.
Yeah, really, really unlucky. But that's the risk you take going side by side with someone up over Rouge Radion, and the risk that they may lose the car.
So
Total Peace goes to the box.
TNR comes in as well. So does Bagos. GFO's in. Indigo carries on. Stinson carries on. Dan, unsurprisingly, into the pits with that front wing damage. He has Mavericks in as well. LPE's in. Caro's in the pit. Samuel's coming in again. Jack is coming in. Sergeant Bowie is still out on track.
We got quite a few people in the box, probably electing to take on a bit of a wing change.
Doesn't surprise me. I don't even think Sergeant
a little
Bowie's,
bit carnage.
Well, no, they will make it past a few cars on the start.
So yeah, race pause once again. Original Civi is now your leader.
Yeah, as Jono's just said he lost a rear tyre in that.
Yeah, I saw his
I saw a tyre,
rear,
I wasn't sure which one.
Yeah, it was the rear right and looked to have been hanging off. So
I'm looking there for Jono Civi at the minute though, leading this race on his soft compound tyres. It's looking good for Stinson, I've got to say, he is on the mediums.
Yeah, hugely unfortunate for Jono there really to get mixed up.
I was going to say, again, had a great race yesterday. It's a shame to obviously his race to come to an end so soon today.
I was going to say we were singing Jono's praises last night, saying he was back in form.
Samuel's just got a 5-second penalty for exceeding track limits, so not sure what that one's about there.
So we're ready to get going again. Hopefully get going this lap, as the Renault at the back seems to have caught up very shortly.
Hopefully
will
we
get
underway
racing.
this lap. I probably wouldn't think we would, but we can hope.
Because this race was set up beautifully. A huge shame that we've lost a couple of the boys through incidents. But it still promises to be a fantastic race.
I think we do have another lap with the safety car, we do.
Oh,
So another lap behind Burton. It's a very long lap here, so it does take a long time to get things done. So Ben, what would you be thinking right now? You're driving round.
It's just such a long lap, isn't it? You can think about your life. Think about, what you want to achieve this next decade.
What you want for dinner. Cairo's in the pits.
Yeah. Have you got a date that evening after the race? There's a lot to be thinking.
So
around this 19th turn.
So I'm not sure what happened to him. I didn't see anything happen.
I was just trying to work out then, could mediums go to the end from here? But it's probably very touch and go.
Hards probably would, if you're feeling brave.
Yeah, but they're just a bit useless. Just a bit slow. So...
Yeah, so waiting to get underway once again. Cairo will be the man to catch the pack. He'll do it rather quickly, I'd like to hope. And he is. Coming into the shot, here he is. The highest point of the circuit as they start to delve back down the hill again. Usually at a lot quicker speeds than what we're at the minute. Hopefully we can get racing again shortly.
As the pack slowly goes through corner of no name. Approaching Puon very slowly.
Yes, very slow to Puon.
So, let's have a look. Who's in with a decent chance of winning this race? Stinson's probably got himself in a box seat at the minute. Does have a stop to make though.
Everyone is stopped at the minute, apart from Stinson and Civi.
Got Dan Murphy and Seb on hards, new hards, so they can go to the end.
They'll
They're in a
quickly,
fairly good position.
Indigo and Stinson, I think, and FTH as well. He's always total P's. We don't know what he's got. TNR. Safety car is in this lap, obviously. If these guys can get away from Dan, Seb, and Bagos. So I've had a collision at the back there. I really hope for Kairos, if he's not lost more of his wing. Seems to all be... No, it's not. He's missing left part of his end plate.
Oh, and that's gonna hurt. What a horrible time to lose it. Probably got a little bit friendly with the Renault in front, but that's a huge assumption I'm making. So, original Civi backs it up. Hopefully we will have more than just a couple of racing laps.
I think he's gone.
Here we go.
Indigo's going with him. Indigo, you can't...
No, he was very slow. Original Civi was very slow, and Indigo's just decided to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that one's worked, but he's through. Don't know where the safety car line is.
That's very surprising.
Yeah, Stinson. Great slipstream here.
I was going to say, Stinson's
in fact,
up his
TNR's got a great view of all of this, so we've got on board with him as he comes up over his free Radion. He's behind Total Peace.
We got Stinson cranked up the works Mercedes. And he's going to go the inside.
The inside?
Yeah, that's a nice move. Just make it stick.
Stays with him though.
Civi's not going to let him go.
It's great defending there by Civi. You can just hold a line through there. It makes it very, very difficult for someone to get through.
It's so easy though to just go a little deep though. I always find it's that corner that you can always just get a metre too greedy.
Ben, apparently there's some footage that has been sent to you by Jonathan of what happened to him earlier on in the race.
Ah, let's have a look.
Tell you what, Indigo's gone. We've got a position change between Leclerc and Maverick. Where is Maverick? Just ahead of Sergeant Bowie, who's going to go for the move. No, backs out of it. You can already see that LPE, Jack and Cairo have already lost some ground on this lap to the guys ahead of them.
Okay, right. I've seen the footage from Jono. Highly unlucky.
On board with Dan Murphy at the minute, sorry, I think he may go for a move on Bagos into the last corner. Pulls to the inside, late on the brakes. A tad rude to Bagos, gives him a bit of a shove. Samuel's interested as well at coming through. Doesn't have the traction out those final corners. Yeah, sorry Ben, you were saying about what happened to Jono.
Yeah, I'll be very quick. Jono going up the hill at Eau Rouge Radial, minding his own business. The Renault gets into a bit of a tangle, hits the barrier on the left of the Kemmel Straight,
Whoa.
bounces off it.
Civi's just gone very wide. And FTH is all over the back of young Stinson.
So yeah, it was just a car bouncing across the track and Jono got collected up in it. And that was the end of Jono's race.
The same for Jono, that one. Stinson's closing in on Civi again. I think Civi may have some connection issues because he's jumping backwards towards Stinson's car. If I was Stinson, I would not be enjoying that very much at all. So what else have we got going on? Bagos and Leclerc. Leclerc's gone through on him. So he'll be trying to make his way through the field. Great little scrap though from Stinson down really. Well, sorry, Civi down. Indigo at the minute's
safety car. We've got a safety
one.
car out.
What's...
We do. We have a safety car. Just trying to find out.
Yeah, I didn't see anything happen. But LP is very
We've
far
got
back.
LP
So
going very, very slow.
Him.
Got no damage from what I can see. We've got Bowie has lost quite a lot of front wing. His whole front wing, I'll add. And he's racing Cairo, who also has lost his front wing. So whether they had a bit of a coming together.
Oh, another safety car. That's 3 in 9 laps.
I'm running it as we got the leaders coming into the box now. So we've got Indigo coming in to swap his softs. We've got Civi coming in to swap his softs. We've got Samuel coming in. We've got Stinson in. We've got Seb and Dan Murphy coming in as well to get rid of their hard tyres. I imagine they're going to go mediums to the end.
They should be able to. I am interested to know what's caused this other safety car. LP at the minute still just posting around the back of the track.
So we've got Stinson now back in P9, Samuel up into P3, minding his own business, doing a great job. TNR Owen in P2. Total P's leading the race.
You can say the works Mercedes usually goes all around this track.
Not as well as the Ferrari engine up the Kemmel Straight,
yeah,
but we won't dwell on that too much. So the top 3 are all on 4-lap old medium tyres. I'm sceptical if they're getting to the end. But with 3 safety cars this race, he's in a very good place. Indigo's elected for softs.
Okay.
I'm surprised with that. He started the race on mediums.
Softs. I mean, they will go round here. They're not too bad at lasting. Whether they'll do 12 laps, that's yeah.
I was going to say that's a stretch. It's not a gamble I think I'll take.
If they can manage it though and build a gap and get through this traffic, well, I say traffic, it's not really traffic, is it? If they can get through the guys ahead of them, TNR Owen though is usually pretty rapid. He'll be hard to get past. Total P's is showing some great racecraft so far on his debut. Jack has stayed out on those hard tyres. Just putting on board for Stinson is making some interesting engine notes.
So
hopefully
the race is paused.
We'll get going this way because we've got Cairo and Bowie and no way near. Well, they're closing in on the back.
Yeah, I doubt we're going this lap. So the race has been paused essentially for a 3rd time.
So I think we've had what 3, 4 racing laps, maybe.
I think Bert has led the pack more than anyone else.
He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I was going to say no one's overtaken him, which is fantastic. So yeah, Jono highly unlucky with what happened. We've got TNR Owen doing a great job into P2, starting from nearly at the back. Total P's doing a good job leading the race. Question is, are they going to be able to limp those medium tyres home? And if so, what condition will they be in?
I imagine not a very nice one, or not a condition I'd want to drive a set of tyres on. Especially in one of these F1 cars, when you put your foot down and get nearly 100 brake horsepower, or 100, 1,000 even. If I got 100,
I was going to say,
call it Formula 1. Sorry,
100.
1,000.
I was going to say 100 is like half my road car.
I'd say you need about 100 to be safe in a road car, personally.
So, yeah.
So Cairo has caught up to the back of the pack, so we're just waiting to get back underway again as Bert leads us round for another final lap around this circuit.
I bet the boys on mediums are hoping that the safety car laps just don't put much wear in the tyres, and then they've got to take them another 10 laps. The safety car seems to go pretty slowly around the long corners, which is the only real place you're putting the wear in, and the traction zones here. Yeah, I'd be lifting, coasting and everything. I'd be pressing the torque demand pedal like there was an egg and fit.
I'd say a few
not
eggs.
spinning up the rears.
I don't want to touch it at all. So as we wait to get back underway, Ben, you're if I was to say to you at the minute,
no,
give me a podium.
I'm say. Yeah. I'm trying to, because my concern is those softs.
What about them?
And they're messing with my head. I don't know. I'm trying to work out whether they will go to the end. And they probably will. But will they go to the end quicker than mediums?
I'm not 100% sure.
You know, I think someone like an FTH is probably in a very good position.
He always seems to get himself in these good positions on strategy. He's very good at reading the race and kind of knowing where to be and what to do. It's, I'd say it's one of his strongest qualities.
So yeah, FTH has had some great races. He finds himself doing well. He's on
So
form
we'll be
at the
getting
moment.
away. This lap's Total P's will lead at the pack away in the Mercedes. Following the safety car quite quickly.
So, with Jono out of the race, FTH is the closest challenger to Dan Murphy in the championship at the moment, and I think he's in a good position on those medium tyres.
So, Total P's has slowed it all down a little bit, and it looks like he's gone. He's seen his moment.
Yeah, Indigo electing to use a bit of the grass.
So away goes Total P, 6/10 clear of TNR Owen. LPE's got a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. Indigo all over the back of Maverick. Will he go for it into turn 1 on those fresh softs? And he's through there. Civi gets a little tap from Maverick as he's gone a little bit deep into the corner.
So we've got FTH all over the back of Jack here. They're going to go side by side with Eau Rouge and Radion. Jack thinks better of it, lets it go, but
Jack's lost the
the
car.
rear again. He's losing the rear. That rear does not like Eau Rouge Radion.
No, he's seemed to struggle
He's
through the race. And there's a
say,
very tight pack here. GFL Seb, is looking to go through on Dan Murphy, doesn't get the move done. Jack's been overtaken by Bagos as well.
So we've got FTH doing that move. He's 5 seconds off the leader already.
That didn't take long.
No, I'm just looking at the gaps. There is no real cork in the bottle behind the leader at the minute. Everyone's sort of equally spaced out. Maybe Maverick's losing touch with original Civi in front of it. But he is on 6
goes
lap
for the
on tires.
move.
FTH was a bit rude. Sort of shoves Maverick off the track. Maverick's all over a curb.
Stinson's coming through.
Yeah, Stinson's through. Maverick got himself all on a curb that I've never seen used. And all the cars are slowing down. What are they slowing down for? Have we got a VSC?
They're all in engine mode 0. Have a look at things. I'd say it's a VSC.
We got Jack down at the back. Yeah, I was going to say Jack's lost his front wing.
So what's happened to Jack? He seems to have been caught up in a few incidents today.
Yes, so we're in a VSC at the moment. Hasn't flashed up on screen.
We've got a few guys pitting though. Maverick in the pits, so is GFO, Seb and Bagos.
So I wonder if they're taking on new wings.
Tell you what, TNR is very close to total P's. Samuel a while behind them,
Yeah.
but Indigo's all over the back of Samuel.
Yeah, so Owen is all over the back now of Total P's.
I'm going to say, sorry, just to interrupt,
Honda
Indigo
versus
making the
Mercedes.
move on his teammate.
As TNR goes
Yeah, he's
through
gone.
at the end of
Oh,
the Kemmel straight.
he's
He
lost it a
loses the
little
rear
bit.
though. Yeah,
Still
lost
at the
grip
inside
completely.
of the Mercedes. They're going side by side at the minute. Hasn't got through. Stinson's got the enjoyable
Yeah,
gear.
Stinson's
Oh.
FTH is out.
Oh, he's lost the car.
Yeah,
Very
I think he's
strange
lost the
place.
rear and went straight into the barrier. I think as he went to get onto the barrier, onto the throttle, he's got a load of wheel spin. So that's another one of Dan Murphy's challengers.
Gone.
Yeah, and we've got Bagos out as well. Where's Bagos lost it?
Top
Up
of
at the top of
Overbridge.
Radion.
Oh yeah, sorry, Radion, my mistake.
I was going to say, there'll be people out there that will get
Yeah, I'm sure.
getting that wrong.
Well, a long race indeed, Scott. So we're back underway racing still. Total P's round the outside of TNR. Great move there from the Mercedes driver. Indigo all over the back of this. So we'll stay on board with Indigo for this because he's in a bit of a box seat. So we've got another safety car.
No.
Yeah.
I've got places to be, you know. I can't dedicate my life to
Tyro's
just this
lost
one
the
race.
car. We'll see where he's lost her. On board with Seb. I think
So
he's climbed the
full safety
curve
car
in this
this evening.
second sector that just really...
Yeah, I'm just on board with Jack, so see if we can
I have
see
seen
what's
him.
happened. Jack's just touched a...
Jack
So
no!
what is he? Yeah, that's another
That's
one.
the end plate. It's
Yeah.
turned out to be an
Jack-
expensive day for the French outfit. A lot of the cars in the pits, LPE stayed out.
Yeah, so everyone boxing apart from LPE, so he goes into the lead now. Jack electing to use the curb at Puon, and you only use that curb if you want to lose the front wing, and that is exactly what happened.
Is the fourth safety car? Third safety car?
Yeah, fourth.
I lost count. Driver of the day for Burt by the sound of things. He's done a great job out front.
I was going to say, no one's challenging him yet. Yeah, Jono was saying he feels aggrieved with his incident.
Jack's staying out with that broken wing.
I don't.
So far we're on lap 14 and we've already lost Cairo, FTH, Bagos, Jono, Bopham, Toon and Tiach.
Can't help but feel Jack's wasting his time by not pitting the car because...
Yeah, I'd have taken it. It's effectively a free pit stop. He's at the back already.
Yeah. His car just looks like a wheelbarrow going up over its rally on.
It's a nice way of putting it then.
Nice. Yeah, it's like an absolute shopping trolley. And to be fair, it has been all race with or without a front wing. So we've got Dan Murphy outside the championship points at the moment. Everyone apart from LPE on soft tyres. So this is hopefully, fingers crossed, everything crossed, there will not be another safety car and we can have a sprint to the end.
I can say a lot of the guys, well, everyone on soft apart from LPE who's out front on those mediums, I think he's going to be in for a very, very miserable finish to this race. Jack hopefully closes in, even though I don't think we'll be going till the end. Jack's retired, so he's lost the car. So we've got 12 drivers left. I would never say Spa was one of those tracks I would expect a lot of retirements, I'll be honest.
No, apart from, so Jack looks like he's lost it around the exit of Puon.
It is easy to lose it now if you hit the curb. That's one thing I've noticed. I've done it, you've done it. Anyone who says they've not hit that inside curb and gone flying off the...
Yeah, it was a miserable race for Jack, so it's put that poor Renault out of its misery.
Don't think we'll be going this lap, and we're not, unless it's a very late call, and it's not. We'll go for another lap behind the safety car then, so we'll have a 7-lap sprint.
Yeah, this will be fast to the end.
I think anyone will come into the pits. Sergeant Bowie has basically told me, no, you're wrong, I will be coming into the pits.
No, he must have lost a wing or something. Or if he has a 5-second penalty and he was already at the back, then why not?
Yeah.
I'm just going to hop on board with Bowie and see what happens. There's the only little bit of action happening. New front wing, so he lost the end plates, yeah.
So, let's have a look at the... I think everyone's pretty much been a gainer for the most part now. Apart from the two guys down at the back, GFO, Leclerc up 10 positions, TNR up 11, Indigo up 11, LP up 9, but like we said on those medium tyres, it's going to be a very, very tough job for him. So, you know, I've just mentioned Leclerc's at 10 positions. He's also made 4 stops.
I was going to say the amount of safety cars.
Has he just boxed every single time? Is that?
I believe so. Yeah, and why not? A free pit stop, and you've normally found with every safety car a number of people are boxed anyway, so I doubt you would have lost that many positions.
Just
So, the player doing a great job. Total P's still up there. After everything that's happened,
yeah, he's still there.
Still up there.
He's the net leader at the minute as well. He's going to have a tough job though, defending from Indigo and TNR, who are both absolutely rapid drivers. Leclerc and Civi behind as well. Stinson down in 8th, 9th. We've got Dan Murphy down in 10th. So
yeah, so I'm
Dan will
just
be wanting to make his way through the field a bit more.
So I'm just looking at the table at the moment then. So Dan Murphy's nearest challenger is Leclerc, who is 42 points behind him. So he is ahead on the road. TNR Owen, the next one in P6 in the championship, 79 points off it.
Safety car is in this lap. Thank you for making that decision, Michael Massey. It's about time. So LP will be wanting to get his sprint underway.
How much of a defence is he going to have? It's 6 lap old mediums versus everyone behind on 1 or 2 lap old softs.
Yeah, that I'm not too sure about.
It's going to have to be a bit of robust Jonathan Cox-side defending from last night.
Man, the best kind of defence. So LP will lead the pack through the final corner. He's very, very close to safety car coming in. So he backs it all off. Total Peace has been over. Indigo again. Well, that final corner has made a position up. LP has gone through though.
I was going to say there must be this, he must be going at the safety car line. LP goes a little bit deeper source.
Indigo
gets a bit of an exit.
Traction.
I was going to say
has gone through on Maverick. We'll go on board with Indigo though, as he's going to go for a move for the lead. Look how much more speed this he can carry. He's gone off the track, but he's carried the speed with him down the Camel Straight. Then he goes.
He's got Total Peace coming with him as well.
So Total Peace, he might be able to make the...
Total Peace is going to go up the inside. He has a little look of Indigo.
He's gets a bit of a tap. LP goes round. Hopefully he doesn't rejoin this track in an unsafe manner. He's already down in last place.
So Total Peace is battling at the front with Indigo. Indigo going around the outside. As
Indigo loses another position to TNR. Civi right behind this. Leclerc as well. Bit further back for GFO Sav. On board with Stinson, who's got a great view of what's happening at the minute.
So there's the exit put on. Look how tight they are as they go through campus, head towards Stavolo.
Wow, my favourite corn name on the calendar, Stavolo. Just sounds great.
And then you've got Kurt Paul Frere that go through now. Up towards Blanchimont.
See, with less downforce, Blanchimont is a very interesting corner, but with these cars, it's basically just a straight line. I think you lose.
Yeah, it's an overtaking opportunity as well. So TNR round goes up the inside, Total Peace into the bus stop chicane, as it will always be known as.
Goes for the undercut there. Doesn't quite get through. Samuel's got a 5-second penalty. Up the inside, TNR then.
Up the inside.
Move done for him. Indigo got a really, really good exit there. Civi tucking in behind Leclerc. We'll stay on board though with the front three at the minute as we're getting a battle here to the end. Lap 17 out of 22. As Pisa's getting a slipstream from TNR, Indigo's getting nothing from it. A lot of these guys have penalties as well, and with such a tight pack at the minute because of safety cars. Stinson is through on Civi once more. I think Civi got through at the end of the straight, but Stinson says no thank you as Civi kicks up some dirt as well there. Seb going through! Gives him a little nudge on the way through, but gets his Scarlet Red Ferrari through as he looks to get past Stinson as well. Indigo gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings of track extension, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't know what else to add to that.
Yes.
Indigo extended track limits.
They'll be punished for it at the end because it's very tight.
Say, at the moment, that drops him down quite a bit. That would drop him down
Seb's just lost the car there a little bit as him and Civi go around Stavolo with each other.
Yeah, so Civi goes around him.
Seb will look to get back past him here. We'll stay on board with this. TNR's already pulled out the 6/10 at the front then. Will GFO be brave on the brakes into the bus stop chicane? I think he might be. Civi goes to cover it, moves back across. Seb can't get through there.
This is only helping Dan Murphy behind, who's taking the normal racing line and gaining time because of it. We've got the top 4 covered by a second or so, 1.2 seconds.
I've just got on board with Stinson because he's with the top 5 at the minute.
Yeah, he's got a good view of the 4 cars ahead going up the hill.
He's going to get a mega slipstream as well from all these guys. Dan Murphy gets a 3-second time penalty. The DRS is open for the guys now on the straight lap, 18 out of 22. Will we get an overtake?
So we've got TNR
Total
and
Pease is looking to go through.
Pease
Seb has gone through with Civi, and Civi's back through by the look of things. Seb again is back through. These two wheel to wheel. Dan Murphy all over the back of Civi. He'll be saying, please let me through. I've got a championship that I'm thinking about. Civi goes deep there. That allows Dan to get on the throttle a little bit early, but can't get through.
I was going to say, as it stands, with Dan Murphy's penalty, he's finishing in P11.
Finishing in P11. Whoa, Civi's lost the car. Dan's just got into him.
No!
So where's...
Oh, for the second night in a row, Dan's involved in an incident.
And how much of that front wing is missing?
There's a lot of it. That's coming in the box at the end of this lap.
Go back on board with the top 5 then.
I was only just thinking tonight's not a bad night if he doesn't score any points. Because the guys that will be making big gains are quite a way off with 4 races after this to go in the championship.
I'm surprised Dan kept it planted though, because he could see Civi losing it and he just kind of stuck there with him.
Hugely unfortunate. So Total P's 5 tenths behind the leader. We've got Indigo right behind Total P's. We've got Leclerc right behind Indigo, and Stinson's there as well. And this is going to get frantic as they go over the top of the hill.
Just on board with Stinson, I think, is the car to... we'll see all of this unfold as he comes up through Radion.
So
Indigo already alongside Total P's at the minute. We'll go have a look at that.
What order they get into by the time they arrive at Lecon is anyone's guess. I don't think anyone made a move. They're all just totally
they all had
around.
DRS.
So what this is telling me is TNR has a slippery little car.
It's Total P's there, kicking up the gravel.
Dan Murphy, ever the fighter, boxes the car and comes back out.
I imagine
a lot of people would have retired in that situation. So Indigo's up into P2, chasing down TNR.
Stinson and Leclerc though, up the top as always. As is Indigo and TNR recently, the real form guys in the league. GFO Seb not able to close in on the other guys at the moment, which is surprising.
So after this, we got 2 laps to go. Approximately 8.6 miles of racing. How the top 5 are going to finish, I don't know. I don't think anyone knows.
I think Leclerc's got an idea that he'd like a podium though. He's going to go around the outside of Blanchimont.
He's on the grass to help him.
Goes round, and he's past the Mercedes. What a move there! Mercedes is coming back on him though, up the inside on the brakes.
That's close. That's close. That's touching. Total Peace gets shoved off the track. He's going to get.
Stinson's going to come past his teammate. They've both got
Stinson's
DRS.
just going to drive. So Indigo's 1/10 behind TNR as well.
So the Red Bull versus the Toro Rosso driver.
They've
Up Radion.
They've dropped GFO 7 P6. So here
These
we
two
go
got
again
some
for
great
another
pace.
ride.
Wow. That's a lot
Oh,
of speed that Indigo... Stinson's out! Stinson's crashed at the top of Eau Rouge.
Let's try and see it. Yeah, he's gone. That's Stinson gone. Dan Murphy's getting a point at least. If he gets the fastest lap, he'll get an additional point.
I did not.
That's a shock.
That. Wow.
What a huge shock. So Indigo's in the lead. We've got TNR in P2.
On board at the minute with Samuel, who is very, very close behind Bowie, who's also lost the car. Wow. I was not expecting to see this many drivers, especially, I think we had something like 19 finishers last week in TNR.
So Samuel, 5-second penalty. I've just checked. Leclerc is the only one in the top 4 that does not have a penalty, so he is net race winner at the moment.
Who's that, sorry?
Leclerc in P3, 1.3 off the lead. Indigo, TNR have 3-second penalties, so does total Ps. So Leclerc is looking good.
As Stinson's just said his controller broke. So that explains why I went off at that point in Eau Rouge. He's not.
I would say that he should have a wheel, but you know, who am I?
I'm sure in Stinson's eyes, it would be the correct answer for that, my friend.
Just a failed driver that's in the commentary box.
Indigo sets another fastest lap of the race then, lap 21 out of 22. Let's go round turn 1 again. This is the only DRS battle at the minute on the track.
I was going to say, I can't believe this.
Leclerc is back in DRS as well, but I don't think it'll be enough down the straight. Indigo, though, is extending that gap already as they come through Radion. Down the Camel straight.
Just got to keep it on track.
I think Indigo is going to be pretty safe.
Yeah, I was going to say Leclerc just needs to keep it on track. TNR Owen isn't close enough by any stretch and hasn't got the deployment. Only got 2% left at the end of the straight.
Dan Murphy sets the fastest lap of the race, and so at the minute he's picking up a few more points. Not an awful afternoon for him, but fortunately for him getting caught up in that instant at I forgot the name of the corner.
Yeah, I was going to say
Systems.
Puon,
that's the Badger.
Yeah.
Leclerc closing up on the back at the minute, sorry, of TNR. Don't know how I forgot Puon. It's the scariest corner on this track. As we carry on going though, the pumpkin helmet of Leclerc looks like it'll be reigning supreme again today.
It does take some bravery, Puon, to go into that. Full throttle. May give it a little lift, but if you touch the inside curb, you're toast. We'll have a quick chat after the race, but I'm surprised how many have retired.
Yeah, it's
so
got another
Leclerc's
car.
all over the
Seb's
back of
out.
Owen.
Seb's facing backwards.
I'll hop on board.
Go on board a Maverick and you'll see it. You'll see that
he's lost
in the middle of the track.
Yeah,
wow.
He's dropped it.
Sorry, just to point out, at the minute, GFO Leclerc all over the back of TNR, so TNR must have made a mistake, because at the minute, Indigo is free of DRS.
Leclerc had a beautiful slipstream going through Blanchimont. What happened is he gets the switch back as well.
Yeah, he's got the exit
go side by side. Yeah, I think Seb just got a load of wheel spin going through Stavelo and then heading.
Whoa! No!
Leclerc's out!
They're both.
Leclerc's
still going.
Managed. So that's Indigo winning the race.
Wow.
So Indigo's 4.5 seconds in the lead now. I will take comps from here. I'll let you have a moment to compose yourself. So Indigo 30 seconds ago shouldn't have been winning this race, and he is going to be winning this race. Leclerc's trying to limp that car home with the left side of his wing obliterated. He's got 2 elements out of 5 or 6 left. So Samuel could be finishing on the podium here. Who'd have thought that?
Not me.
Neither Samuel at the start of the race, I bet. So Indigo goes round Stavelo through Curd Paul Frere up towards Blanchimont now. What a beautiful track going through the Ardennes forest. What a race. Far too many safety cars.
Indigo, though, he has been there throughout the race, doing a fantastic job, it has to be said.
Very opportunistic in the safety car as he goes round the final corners now. The bus stop chicane gets on the loud pedal as he crosses the line to win the Belgian Grand Prix for Tuesday night racing. Here is your victor.
Took a very interesting line through Blanchimont there to get past Leclerc. I don't think he realises that Leclerc doesn't have a lot of his wing.
Samuel has got quite a few penalties, I believe, as well. So Leclerc goes into provisional P3. It's all hanging on Maverick. Maverick has a load of wheel speed coming out the final chicane and moves up to P4.
What about Civi? Stays P6.
So, yeah, Civi P6, Dan Murphy coming P7, and 3 or 4 laps ago he was coming out the pit lane with a...
As he sets the fastest lap of 45.6.
Yeah, so Dan Murphy came out the pits 3 laps ago, taking on the new front wing in P11, looking like he weren't getting any points. He managed to get some point after a couple of instants in the final couple of laps. As LPE is the final car to come around the final corner, put the power down. He's making the most of his moment on stream because he's going so slow. Or that's the only bit of power that McLaren has.
Well, I don't think it's the McLaren of a few years ago with Honda in the back, so I'm sure it has a bit more power than that in it. Ben, I'll let you run through the finishing.
Thank you. So, when it loads, our victor, Indigo, winning the race. He was there, put some opportunistic moves in under the safety car at the safety car line. He is your winner. Total P's always up there as well during the race. So good P2 on his debut. Leclerc in P3 involved in an incident going up Eau Rouge, probably getting the blower to the stewards. Maverick in P4, Samuel P5, original Civi P6, Dan Murphy with a very unlikely P7, and I don't think he'll mind me saying that. LPA, our final finisher in P8, and many non-finishers, being TNR, Seb, Bowie, Stinson, Jack, Cairo, FTH, Bagos, John O'Cox, The Bop, Toon, and Tiach. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your Belgian Grand Prix, Spa-Francorchamps, through the Ardennes Forest for Tuesday night racing.
So Ben, let's have a quick chat about that race.
I was just thinking, in the final laps, I wonder if people were losing it because they hadn't had the qualifying sessions to know how the car was going to feel. And I wonder if people just turned up, just bolted on a setup that they may have found from somewhere else, and just give it their best going up the hill. A lot of people lost it. The curb around Pouhon as well is a classic to lose the car around as well. There'll be a few drivers hugely disappointed. Leclerc will be thinking, I should have been on that top step. That win should have been mine.
I don't think anyone would dispute that. Wow. So, you'd think it would have some dramatic change in the championship. I don't actually think it's done that much in terms of the top of the championship to really change.
No, the main challengers, Jono and FTH,
Leclerc could have made some serious ground today, obviously, with Dan having the incidents, but Dan will still have over a race to go, so not bad at all from Dan.
Yeah, I was going to say...
could have been a lot worse of an afternoon from what we saw earlier on.
What a wacky race. There'll be some drivers, Jono, thinking, oh, if only... I think a lot of them will be thinking, if only this hadn't happened, I could have been up there and taken some points off Dan.
Yeah, so...
but I think this race, I'll wrap up, but I think this race sums up why Dan Murphy is in the position he is. You know,
he doesn't give up.
Look how many cars retires. I was going to say, as I said on stream, anyone in that position that Dan was in 3 laps ago would have just retired the car and just went off and done their own thing for the evening. He come out for the final 3 laps and gained 4 or 5 points, you know, and that's what you need, and that's the characteristics, you know, of a potential champion. I won't say champion because he hasn't won it yet.
We're back in France for TNR next week. Next time me and Ben will be live to all of you guys will be for the Classic League. So I'm just going to have a quick look and double check where we are. So it is Belgium again on Sunday in the 1998 McLaren MP4 13, whichever way you want to see it. And that is obviously Sunday the 10th of May, which is round 5 out of round 10 at the halfway point of the season. Regan's still top of that, so don't forget to join us for that. Hopefully we will be bringing you more streams of obviously our Wednesday, Friday and Saturday leagues coming up. Friday is usually streamed and we will make sure that it's posted on both Facebook and YouTube for all of you. Ben, thank you very much for joining us, and don't forget, guys, if you are interested in joining the league, there is a link in the description of both the YouTube and Facebook broadcasts for this to join the server and get yourself signed up for a race either this year or for next season. And hopefully we'll bring you some news about next season in the coming weeks. Thank you very much for joining us, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.